Well, hello there, and welcome to a fresh episode of Rise and Borno, the path to prosperity. I'm Sagir Ibrahim, and in about 30 minutes, we will be showcasing the development, strides, and transformation happening in Borno State under the stewardship of Governor Professor Babagana Zulum. Let's begin. The Deputy Governor of Borno State, Usman Kadafur, has announced plans to partner with the News Agency of Nigeria to combat fake news and promote Borno's post-insurgency recovery programs aimed at building resilience among the people. The Deputy Governor made these remarks during an official visit by the management team of NAN at his office in Maiduguri. The visit was to commiserate with the state over the recent devastating flood that killed many and displaced millions. Usman Kadafur highlighted that Borno State, which has endured years of insurgency, was once among the least visited places, but consistent media support has gradually changed this narrative. During the flood crisis, the state government received significant support and interventions thanks to media coverage. He expressed his appreciation to the media for promoting peace and unity, not only within Borno, but also in neighboring countries such as Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. He assured that the state government would continue partnering with the media to build resilience and attract development to Borno State.
On behalf of the News Agency of Nigeria and the entire staff of the agency, we wish to extend our commiseration to the entire people of Borno State and to the government of the state, led ably by Professor Babagana Zulum and also ably assisted by our president. People say the test of the pudding is in the eating. In the last 5-10 minutes we've been here, I can see why the governor, even in his absence, his legacy continued because he has a capable lieutenant. And by one reception and the down-to-earth, very disarming disposition, humble, then you know that Borno is actually on the right path. Since our arrival yesterday, we took the liberty to go around to assess firsthand the devastation that was the flood. And we see very resilient people recovering from what was a great human tragedy. We see instances from what was painfully distressing to what was also, as newsmen, sublimely laughable. One instance by the protocol officer that led us around town was the convergence between animals and humans trying to escape the flood. That's the case of the zoo that broke loose and wild animals were. So once again, we commiserate with the people and government of Borno State. We are here first, like we said, to have a first-hand assessment of what had happened, also to commiserate with the people of Borno State and to look at our offices, which has been submerged by the flood, and also to see how we can go about reporting Borno and the government more accurately, more detailed. Like you know, the News Agency of Nigeria is the biggest news content provider on the continent of Africa. We have 12 zonal offices. Incidentally, Borno is one of them. And we're here again to see how we can upgrade facilities here, to boost the numerical strength, repertorial strength of the Borno Zonal Office, given the strategic importance of Borno State as the former headquarters of the Northeast region, and also a very important player in regional trade. By boosting operations, like I said, we have 12 zonal offices, Borno is one of them. And also we are hoping that with time, as soon as possible, apart from upgrading the facilities here, getting new facilities, also turning into a multimedia center. What we mean, the dawn of technology has made it possible what we call media convergence. The reporter there, Hamza, is also a multimedia person who have in the news agency under our watch. What we encourage people is to equip them with smart knowledge, what we call the smart reporter, the super reporter, who will do audio, do video, do text, all together. With the smart device, you can do virtually anything. So, Your Excellency, like, you know, we are in the dawn of digital dawn and artificial intelligence. And the agency is refocusing and repositioning to make this reality that is staring us in the face. And part of that reality is also to have smart people who work in that very smart environment. Now, fallout of the flood is that our office is totally obliterated, has been totally obliterated. Thankfully, we've had only this morning examined the place at the Federal Secretariat, and hopefully we use that temporarily, and also a land may be allocated to us to build a new office. These are some things that work in progress. In the meantime, the office will be allocated. We'll try to make it more befitting to boost our operations. The News Agency of Nigeria has over 500 editorial staff. That means in every nook and cranny, in every of the senatorial districts, we have reporters. We have a district consul, except Borno. We are trying to do that, and with your support, I believe that is achievable. And this is not in contest here, media-friendly disposition. The media, the government of Borno State have been media-friendly. The governor himself is a media delight anytime. And then this deputy governor, I can see also, is following the footsteps of his boss. Now, what we plan to do, with your support, of course, is to see that Borno is given the right publicity at the right time. The News Agency of Nigeria, what it does is to take Nigerian news from the districts to the headquarters, from the headquarters to the state, to the sub-region, geopolitical region, and then from there to Nigeria, and from Nigeria to Africa, and from Africa to the rest of the world. That's why it has partnership with several world-renowned wire services like the AFP, like Xinhua News Agency of China, like AFP, like Reuters, in addition to so many others. And thankfully, we have offices beyond the shores of Nigeria. We have offices in New York, we have in South Africa, that is Johannesburg, we have in Abidjan, and at a point of decline in fortune, we had to shut down the operations in the United Kingdom. But that also is being reopened under the able leadership of President Tinubu. In his renewed mandate mantra, we are given support to do all of this as in our plans. Reopen offices in places shut down, in far-flung places like in Moscow, in time, and also want to use this opportunity to appeal to the people of Borno State to show great, especially young graduates, to show interest in journalism. And in the News Agency of Nigeria, anyone from Borno, when the time comes, will be given priority in matters of recruitment, because the News Agency of Nigeria is, like I said, it's a pan-Nigerian thing. It's the biggest, it's a Nigerian project, and we would like to see the people of Borno State adequately represented in that agency. And Your Excellency, let me extend my appreciation to the government, to the agency. We thank you very much. And be rest assured that this is a big boost to our operations. Instances where people, especially from the agency, are reluctant to come here on account of accommodation. This, and with the new office where we just, then the state will not only be a favorite destination for journalists, it will be particularly so for the News Agency of Nigeria. So we thank you once again. And before I round up finally, given their situation and what you've experienced, also want to say that you become a reference point in political leadership and giving hope, like I said, to the rest of the country, that if Borno can go through this rebirth under very difficult circumstances, from what we all know, insurgency, which has prowled the state for a long while until recently to this natural disaster, and then still you are smiling and giving leadership, giving hope, then rest assured the News Agency of Nigeria is a ready partner to take what you've done to the rest of the world. Because like you, we see the cup as half full. We are winning on the side of optimism, not half empty.
I believe your agency and other media outfits have done well in that aspect. So we want to appreciate you all for standing with the people of Borno State at that trial period. I'm so happy to end up another year as the driver of that agency now. So optimistic in making sure that we propel the agency by sustaining the locations in the state, which Maiduguri is one of it. The zonal office here is also a victim of the flood. I'm happy to assess the situation. There and you have seen devastation, not only in your office but in the state.
And the newly appointed Vice-Chancellor of Borno State University, Professor Babagana Gutti, has pledged to align with Governor Zulum's 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic initiatives. He made this statement during the official handover ceremony for the outgoing acting Vice-Chancellor in the university's Senate chambers in Maiduguri. Professor Gutti promised to bring visionary leadership to achieve developmental goals and ensure that the institution becomes a leading center of learning, research and innovation on a global scale. He expressed gratitude to Governor Zulum and the BOSU Governing Board for the appointment and pledged to transform the university in line with the educational agenda set by the state government.
Engineer Professor Babagana Zulum, MNI and FNSC, COM, the Executive Governor of Borno State and visitor to BOSU. I said, Your Excellency, and the subject of the matter is attestation for appointing me as the substantive Vice Chancellor of Borno State University, BOSU. I am writing to express my heartfelt gratitude to you for appointing me as the Vice Chancellor of Borno State University, BOSU. It is an immense honor to be entrusted with the responsibility of leading this prestigious institution, and I deeply appreciate the confidence you have placed in me. I am fully aware of the significance of this role, particularly as BOSU continues to grow in its ambition to serve as a beacon of academic excellence in the region. Under your visionary leadership, Borno State has seen tremendous progress, and I am committed to working diligently to contribute to the educational and developmental goals you have set for our dear state. I am eager to align my efforts with your administration's vision of advancing higher education, fostering innovation, and ensuring that BOSU becomes a globally recognized institution of learning and research. Your unwavering dedication to improving education in Borno State will serve as my guide, and I will lead this university towards new heights of success. I will key into your administration's 25-year developmental plan and 10-year strategic development transformation plan, and we shall inshallah succeed. Once again, I sincerely thank you for this incredible opportunity, for your confidence in my abilities. I look forward to your continued support and guidance as we work together to elevate the standards of education for the benefits of our dear students, staff, and the wider community. May Almighty Allah continue to bless your leadership with wisdom and success. So this is for the visitor. Then I have one for the governing council. It's similar. I said my heartfelt appreciation for my selection as substantive Vice Chancellor of North State University. I said, Dear Chairman and distinguished members of the governing council, I am writing to extend my deepest gratitude to you for selecting me as the substantive Vice Chancellor of North State University. I am truly honored by your decision and consider it a privilege to serve in this esteemed capacity. Your confidence in my abilities is deeply appreciated, and I fully recognize the significance of the trust you have placed in me to lead this growing institution. I am committed to upholding the values, mission, and vision of BOSU and working collaboratively with the council, management staff, and students to ensure the continued progress of the university. As we collectively strive to elevate BOSU to a position of national and global relevance, I assure you that I will dedicate myself fully to the task of fostering academic excellence, innovative research, and infrastructural development. Together, I believe we can build a future where BOSU becomes a center of knowledge and development for both Borno State and the nation at large. Borno State University is part of the Borno's 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic development transformation plan of the governor, and we shall inshallah key into this plan. I said once again, thank you for considering me worthy of this great responsibility, and I look forward to your continuous support and guidance as we embark on this journey to transform BOSU into an institution of excellence.
From the painstaking process of screening and selection of a Vice Chancellor, which took place on 16th October 2024, and by the selection board of the Governing Council of BOSU. His Excellency, the Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, MNI, FNSE, CON, FNIAE, and GCON Niger, gave an expedited approval of the appointment of the new Vice Chancellor on Friday, 18th October 2024. Today marks the 5th day of our new Vice Chancellor in office, but we find it necessary to formally hand over to him explanatory notes on the structure, composition, and general dynamics of the university, so as to enable him to have proper footing as he takes up the mantle of leadership in our dear university. Accordingly, in a short while, I will present to him my handover notes for his general guidance. Professor Kuti and I will both sign the document as a symbol of a wrong-free transition from one administration to the other. You may recall that following the successful completion of the tenure of the pioneer Vice Chancellor, Professor Umar Kari Sandabe, in April 2024, the exigencies of the moment did not allow the choice of his immediate successor. By divine intervention, I was found worthy by the Governing Council and the Governor of Borno State of holding forth the Vice Chancellorship in an acting capacity from 29 April 2024. The term of my appointment states clearly that I would hold the post of acting Vice Chancellor pending the selection of a substantive Vice Chancellor. To God be the glory, that which has been fulfilled. Let me express my profound gratitude to God Almighty for giving me the opportunity to contribute to the management of BOSU. I wouldn't have achieved anything if not for the unflinching support I enjoyed from deans, directors, heads of departments or units, academic staff, the administrative and professional staff, as well as students, especially student union government officials. All of you have in one way or the other made my work seamless. I'm therefore eternally grateful to you all. We are living in a very hard time. As such, simple jokes or minor failure in meeting people's expectations could be misconstrued as hatred, discrimination, or outright denial of personal entitlements. by those in position of giving official favors. If by any way my jokes or inability to meet your expectations had offended you, please forgive me, because it wasn't my intention to offend anyone. To our new Vice Chancellor, the handover notes I'm about to present to you covers the history, key offices of the university, academic programs in the university, student enrollment, staffing positions, academic centers run by the university, and key projects that were executed and are being executed by the university since its inception. I believe you will have time to go through the content at your convenient time. However, for the benefit of our visitors, let me just highlight some few points. Borno State University started with 30 academic programs in 2019, spread with 4 faculties. The faculties are agriculture, arts and education, science, social and management. The academic programs were all accredited by the Nigerian National Universities Commission. At present, the Faculty of Health Sciences has been added to the existing 4 faculties, bringing the number of academic programs to 37, spread over 22 departments.
Meanwhile, the Borno State Flood Committee has reached out to more than 61,000 victims affected by last month's flood, which impacted Maiduguri and neighboring local government areas. The 42-member Flood Committee provided food and non-food palliatives to the 61,000 households across 11 wards in Maiduguri metropolis and parts of Jere local government area, following a verification exercise identifying those whose homes and livelihoods were affected. The communities supported include Gwenge 1, 2 and 3, Meisandari, Lamisula, Limanti, Sheuri North, Sheuri South, Bulabring, Bolori 2, Gamboru, among others. 60 core members were engaged in the verification process. Each of the 61,000 households received supplies such as rice, beans, flour, macaroni, spaghetti, mats, blankets, and mosquito nets. The chairman of the Flood Relief Committee, Engineer Baba Bukar Gujbawu, stated that the verification exercise is ongoing in affected communities and assured that government interventions would continue to reach those in need.
So far, the committee has verified 61,000 households in 11 wards out of the 17 wards. And ongoing verification is ongoing in 4 wards and pending in 2 wards. We have distributed cash, food, and non-food items to the completed 11 wards so far, and verification is ongoing in Galtimari as of today, and all Maiduguri. We intend to complete this assignment latest by 15th of November, because the time has been extended by 1 month by His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, because we are unable to complete the assignment in the initial 4 weeks given. But now with the extension, we intend to finish the work by 15th and prepare our report before the expiry date of 20th November and submit our report to His Excellency latest by 20th of November. We have distributed cash, food, and non-food items. Under the food items, we have distributed 25 kg bag of rice, 10 kg bag of beans. In some cases, instead of beans, we are giving out 15 kg bag of flour or a carton of macaroni or spaghetti. And on the non-food items, we have mat, blanket and mosquito net for each household. And so far we have distributed to 61,000 households.
Okay, so how is the level of work going? What's next now?
The level of work, as I have said earlier, out of the 17 wards, we have completed 11 fully. The remaining 7, we have done verification in some of them, but we have not done the distribution of the cash food and not food items. But we are going to finish it very soon, inshallah.
Okay, what advice do you have to the beneficiaries and those who are yet?
My advice to the beneficiaries is for them to be calm and wait, because we have time to complete. And hopefully we are going to complete before the given time. So let them be patient and work closely with the team so that we can make the work very successful at the end of the day.
Okay. What has been your assessment from the beneficiaries?
Yeah, in most of the wards, the major problem that we face include insincerity on part of some of the beneficiaries. That is the major problem that we face. But as time goes on, we have seen improvement on part of the beneficiaries, especially in the remaining wards.
And that's it on the program Rising Borno. See you again in another eye-catching episode. My name is Sagir Ibrahim. Catch you next time.